All right. So we are back again. Episode 2 is over with now. Once again, solid episode. So Cherry is stable
That's good.
and has a lot of cop friends helping him.
Enough that they literally told the anti-vigilante task force to kick rocks.
Kick rocks and get out. And like, we're gonna come back with more people. Cool. You two fully tasked out with full body armor, scared of 3 retirees right now. So, how intimidating are you? Oh, got it. Okay, because it wouldn't look good if you just shot 4 to 5 retired cops in the middle of this while you tried to murder this police officer. Now, would it? All right. So Fisk actually did an incredibly smart thing, because with his little deal thing he made at the beginning of Daredevil season 2, basically, where he said he wasn't going to out Matt, and now he's like, I can't say that Matt's a bad person. He saved my life. It'd be very hard for me to try and say that he's Daredevil. So then he just goes, wait, I won't say that. I'll say I'm looking for him because he's such a good guy. So please turn him in. I'm looking for him everywhere.
I love Fisk as a villain because he finds the most creative ways to be evil.
Mm-hmm. It is really funny, that to the point of where even Matt's like, yeah, that was really smart. I that was a really good move on his part. We didn't talk about it last time, but yeah, the very badly like Ronald Reagan dollar store-esque Kingpin mask puppet show YouTube thing. which we now know is BB.
I remember, well, they said it in the last episode, but I remember what she said about, like, not everything I do is under my name.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this was it was not a surprising reveal, but I do like how she is kind of playing both sides.
Mm-hmm. And also the fact that it's 1,000% his fault.
Oh, like, absolutely.
You don't have that shit on your laptop, do you? No, of course I don't. Fuck! Yeah. How the leaks are coming from inside the office, so eventually, when he's not making his way with the task force, he's gonna start cleaning the house out of the office, and if he kills that kid, it's gonna be satisfying as fuck.
Yeah. I like the actor. He's doing a really good job, but that character has an expiration date.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be very soon, and I hope that it's nobody but Fisk that gets it. I really do.
It has to be Fisk.
And I hope somehow it's Fisk kills him right before he was actually about to help him, like in a big way, where Fisk fucks himself over by killing him.
Maybe that's how he loses his seat as the mayor.
I don't know. We'll see. Like, we're seeing in this that he would actually is trying to think of a life outside of doing shit like this. I don't know if they'd be crazy enough to actually just have Fisk, like, stop being a villain.
Yeah, I can't see them doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. Or he, like, literally runs away from Daredevil. But, so, we have Angela, and I can't think of what the mom's name is.
Is that her mom or aunt?
Is that her aunt?
I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't remember what the relation was.
All I know is that I know you don't like to talk politics that much, but the subtext in these first 2 episodes is pretty strong.
It is pretty strong, and I don't like to talk politics, so I'm not going to say a lot of it. But what I'm going to say is the show is doing things that people say are actually happening in real life. The extreme version of what people think is happening is actually happening in the show.
Yep.
So let's not over exaggerate things in our lives when certain things aren't happening to the cartoonishly evil level at all times that we like to think they are. When there's actual cartoonish supervillains doing this stuff in TV shows to where we think it is in our real lives. So let's calm down with everything being hell is taking over at all points in all of our lives. The sky is falling, meteorites, and the world's on fire at every moment of every day of every night. Let's calm down with that and try to enjoy our lives at some points, because if you think your life is hell at all points, your life is going to be hell at all points.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And that is a mentality that no one's ever been able to think with recently, and we need to do that more often. Because 90% of your mentality with politics is your mentality is going to show you how shitty the world is, because you're going to make your mind think this world is as shitty as you think it is. Just being perfectly honest, for everyone that needs a good reality check, even if you live a shitty life in America, your life is 1,000 times better than a good day in some other countries. Just keep that in mind. Just try that once in your life, to not try and make every single day of your own life in your own brain the worst thing humanly possible.
Yeah, good solid advice.
It is. It's just, I try to pound that into people's heads, and they just don't listen. They're like, no, I need to be negative. The world's on fire. Don't stop. God, stop, because you're making your life 1,000 times worse doing that. But, so, yeah, we, see, she does call her Tia. Does that mean that's her aunt?
I think it is.
Okay. But, yeah, she gets taken because of the assaulting an officer because he touched the hand. Fucking. And, like, here's the weird thing. And I don't even, and it's not even because I'm the family member of a cop. Is this because the dude recognized her?
You know, that's a good question.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. If he doesn't recognize her, him taking her doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
Because even, yeah, they're dicks and they're doing what they want because they don't have body cams and they do whatever. It kind of doesn't make sense for them to kidnap her based off of just that. Even that is outlandishly stupid compared to what they're doing. And on top of that, I don't know how I feel about one of these task force members not giving a fuck about anything other than killing vigilantes, just walking in and going, I don't like you doing the exact same thing I'm doing, but to those kids, so I'm going to stop you. When I've been shown in life to be cartoonishly evil, I'm going to stick up for these kids you're pointing a shotgun at. Does that not click right with how these dudes have been presented, or is that just me?
Yeah, something was off in that scene.
Like, I feel like they needed a way to get one of them to take her aunt, and this was the kind of best way they could do it, even if it made, like, again, they're taking law in their own hands, but they're almost kind of acting in a good way, stopping the store manager from, like, possibly shooting some kids. So they kind of made a task force member be a good guy for a bit, but then still ended up being a dickhead. That was the first point in this, with these two episodes where kind of like, I don't get what you were going for in the start of that plot device thing to get Angela's aunt.
Yeah, they could have found a cleaner way to get from point A to point B.
Yeah, because if they just wanted to, because that's why if they know who that is and they just wanted to take her, they could have just taken her. They're not out of their element of just going into places and taking people. We see it at the end of the episode. We see it multiple times.
I think I honestly think the kids stealing the bottle was that was just that was a distraction when what they really could have done is Angela and her aunt could have just walked into the store.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
And that's it. And then the vigilante task force just finds them there. Because they, for an odd way, like I said, like made that task force member seem like a genuinely good person when he was trying to stop a store owner from randomly just blowing away 3 kids. It was really weird. But, yeah, so then you get Angela to go into, Murdoch's office. And she goes in and looks at, the pendant and stuff. And it kind of just ends there. I don't know what they're actually honestly doing with that because I cannot see them physically letting like a 10-year-old girl put that thing on. So I don't know what they're doing there.
I don't know quite what their plans are for that. I know that in the comics, White Tiger does have, you know.
It's one of my favorite versions of White Tiger, the female version of it. Like I was so happy when they actually had her show up in that. Was that Ultimate Spider-Man? The one with Drake Bell voicing him.
Oh yeah, that was Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah. Again, the design looks so much sicker when it's a female in that instance as well. I know I just spoke the same thing with Daredevil when Elektra had the costume, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to be a time skip thing. And she's a young Avenger, like, I don't know. That would be a fuck of a time skip when the members of the Young Avengers are already going to be the middle-aged Avengers. But, yeah, so there's that. I don't know where they're quite going with that. But, found out about BB. And then they have the attack on the place and they kidnap the bar owner there. Well, they attempt to anyway. That gets foiled. And Karen just goes ham on one of the vigilante task force members and captures him. And now I don't know what they're going to do to him, but they're going to start like finding out where they're holding some shit. So yeah, it's an interesting way to end it. Like,
oh yeah.
Other than that weird blemish with how they set up that situation to get Angela's aunt, which in all reality they did like. I need to know why they're doing that, but yeah. Other than that one weird little plot point that I don't quite get why they did, it's again still very good.
Yeah.
And, I'm wondering what they're all going to do with this fight that he's doing.
Yeah, that's a good question. I wonder if that's the reason why they're pairing these 2 episodes together tonight.
Maybe. Was it? I don't know if that was just in the Daredevil movie. Is it wasn't Murdoch's dad a boxer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I highly doubt this is going to have anything to do with the fact of the fight that he's having there, because I don't see them having Matt Murdock show up and box him. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Mayor's gonna box this blind lawyer. But, yeah. Like I said, other than that weird ass plot point, very good episode.
One more thing we haven't brought up yet. Poindexter's back. And
he is. And
I'm not sure what his role is going to be this season, other than like just kind of messing around. And
it's gonna be whatever deal he made with Fisk's wife, which I kind of forgot that they talked in season 1.
That's right, I forgot about that too.
Yeah. So she did something fucky. And I almost wonder if when they were on Ots that she was gonna hire him to kill Fisk. Unless I'm misremembering stuff from season one.
I mean, that sounds kind of. I wouldn't put it past her to make some kind of deal like that without him knowing.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, but yeah, fight scenes are great. All that's really good. The cinematography on the fight scenes is really good. Use of lighting in this season has been better than they've done in a lot of stuff recently.
Oh, easily.
So there's that. Yeah, I am excited for more, and yeah, unless you've got anything else,
Um, I'm just ready for the next one.
I am too. Where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me on various social media sites at Captain K42. You can check out my quick thoughts on letterbox.com/CoachK42. And you can follow Renegade Pop Culture on Facebook and Blue Sky at Renegade Pop Culture. You can also find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Renegade Pop Culture. You can also find us on YouTube at Renegade Pop Culture or Organite Zero. Find us on Podchaser. Consider supporting our Patreon at patreon.com/Renegade Pop Culture. You can find all of our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. And last but not least, everything can be found at renegadepopculture.com. You need to escape? So do we.
And you can find me everywhere at Organoid Zero, mainly on Twitch and YouTube. If you like cosplay, convention going, and stupid little TikTok videos, you can find me at my TikTok at Organoid Zero, and you can find me at my Instagram at Organoid Zero, where it's the secondary place that I dump all of them if it has to do with cosplay. But yeah, until next time, we will see you all later.
Peace.
Bye.